Abraham, and I'm going to tell you everything I know about Mega Man 2 in a relatively short video. Except if you want to see a full-on documentary. I don't do those. Part 1 of the documentary, the intro. You can't not know Mega Man 2. It's an action strategy game where you control Rock or Mega Man as most people know him. But truthfully, he looks more like a Mega Boy. Your goal is to destroy 8 robot masters, which are basically just cool, but some aren't so cool. Bubble Man here flops around like a fish. I bet he smells like a fish too. And why is Crashman so fat? He needs to go on a crash diet. Anyway, once you beat them all, you fight an old man. Yes, the super cool boss is this. He does pretend to turn into an alien though. It's super hard, and upon hearing this and seeing the bosses, you might think it's impossible. But wait, there's hope. You can hold life cans and use them whenever you want. And on top of that, there are invisible checkpoints. Also, you never have to do a level after you beat it. And when you beat a boss, you get the powers. And the American version is the option of either normal or hard mode. But in Japan, hard is normal. So in America, hard is normal for Japanese. I'm playing American normal, but don't get mad at me. You might think that's all terrific, but these are the real deal. Part 2 of the documentary, History, the Bowling Pop. Mega Man 2 was released in December 1988, which was around the end of the NES, and near the beginning of the Sega Genesis era. The original Mega Man had come out the year before, but it's actually Mega Man 2 that popularized the Mega Man series across the entire world. Even Mexico!
Arriba! Yeah!
Everybody credits Keiji Inafune with the creation of Mega Man, because he made the characters, but the art designers must have been tired when they made Mega Man 3 bosses like Spark Man, Snake Man, Needle Man, Hard Man, Top Man, Gemini Man, Magnet Man, Saddle Man. Man, who are these guys? But the director who basically made the game fun was Akira Kitamura. So here's the creator in my opinion. Back on Keiji Inafune. He was working on Street Fighter, but Capcom made him work on a different game, Mega Man. But anyway, Capcom did that because they thought Street Fighter was never going to take off. Here's what they might have said. We need a new, better, more appealing game that matches the NES better. Little did they know. Here's where you should try not to get confused. Keiji Inafune drew and created characters for Mega Man. He didn't exactly create the game Mega Man. Other people were more involved in the actual game design and coding that transformed his artwork into something fun to play. It's alive! It's alive! Anyway, Mega Man wasn't a big hit, but the developers pushed to make a new one, but apparently they didn't push hard enough for better box art. What a bummer. Part 1 of the review, the bad and the good. You better have Wikipedia or Safari installed on your computer. Why? Look at Flashman. His level's very hard, but if you get the Metal Blade, it's
super easy. Barely an inconvenience.
And how am I supposed to know that? In fact, a lot of these strengths and weaknesses make no sense to me. Why does Crashman and Metal Man beat Woodman? And why would Airman's weapon be still good in Fireman's stage? What did you think that his level would be tailored to being weak against Bubble Man's water bubbles? And why would Bubbles be the only thing that can kill an alien? Is he like allergic to water like those crappy aliens from the movie Signs? The game is confusing at times and you absolutely have to know the order in which to beat the levels. Because without the right weapon against the right boss, you'll get your butt kicked. Again and again and again. Avoid this, just have the right tool for the job. Like how you can use a spoon to open the pickle jar. Remember, what you think is the right tool might not actually work.
Hey, that's for the peanut jar. You need a screwdriver for the pickle jar.
So look up the order online. Unless you enjoy misery. Why doesn't a drill gun pop the bubbles?
Here, use the fork.
Oh, and speaking of weird and annoying, check out these annoying respawning hotheads. Actually, respawning is a big problem. Look at these robot dudes. Come on, die! wait, I died. Oh, and look at this thing. You climb up, shoot him while he knocks you down, and when you climb up, he's there again. It's an infinite loop. It turns out that I used the click boomerang and jumped right at the perfect time. Oh, and only do the hardest stage at the end, which is Heatman. I mean, you need Craftsman for sword and vital jumps, Woodman's leaf seal to stay protected, Metalman's blade to kill when we stuck on magic, and the bubblegum to beat the boss. Oh, and Airman should be your main weapon, and don't forget this flying thing for this part. It's an insane level, but luckily the platforming isn't unfair, and the controls are phenomenal. But the one thing that sucks in this game is the ending. Just get rid of Dr. Wily already. Part 2 of the review. The music. The music. It's amazing how they somehow match the mood perfectly. But here's something weird. Craftsman has the mellowest song, and his level's actually pretty easy and calm too. But not him though. Ah, oh my god, save me! But otherwise, the music does match very well. Except Heatman, it sounds like a good level select song. And is Bubbleman listening to RPG music? But of course, I have to say it, Dr. Wily Section 1 music. You're probably freaking out right now. It's good, but it's not good enough to hear about it every day, right? The main composer is Takashi Tataishi. But in a small section, in one level, Airman, a person co-composed a bit. Her name was Manami Matsumai. So what's the best themed? Woodman. What's the most upbeat? Bubbleman. And what's the best? In my opinion, Bubble and Airman. But if you haven't heard the song and saw the levels, then here's a quick presentation so you can tell us in the comments your favorite song. If we have any. Part 3 of the review, the summary. I think Mega Man 2 is a great game, and I recommend it to anybody like me who grew up in a Fortnite-style gaming world, but somehow doesn't like it that much and plays retro games a lot. I give it 5 stars, and you should emulate it right now, except if you're a weirdo like this nerd and uses an actual NES. Thanks for watching!